Hello friends, I'm Kristen. I am a somatic healing practitioner, intuitive, flower and plant essence creator, and resident of Venice Beach, California. Welcome in. I am here today for an intuitive insight, and my hope, my intention is to create a space just for you, to have a moment in your day for yourself, for contemplation, for rest, for peace of mind, a space where you can feel validated in your own intuition. And as I read the cards, which I feel are always like archetypes for our hero's journey, you work with me. You read into your own intuition, your own gut, your own feelings. You connect to your own heart and breathe into the messages you're receiving as you hear the sound of my voice and the words. It's all about you, and you are your own first healer and guide always. So let's get to it. Let's do a random message, something that's going to be helpful, something supportive, something inspirational, something to get you through this moment, something to validate you. We have the Eight of Wands. So we have very quick movement. There are a number of passions. There are a number of projects. There are multiple things, maybe too many things you're passionate about, maybe too many inspirations. And it's like you're trying to pick, how can I pick this one thing or these few things? How can I get more clear on how to not just be active and just do everything. Let me just do it all. Let me do it. I haven't done anything. Maybe you felt like you haven't done as much as you should have been doing. So it's like, well, let me just do stuff. Let me just do it. Let me just be active. Let me have forward movement. But then sometimes it can get lost in translation. And always like in this card, like nothing has hit yet. So in many ways, you've been in a place where you've been kind of throwing out different things to see what would work or what really feels right to you, like that embodied feeling that you have when you do something and you've moved forward in something and you know, yeah, this is the right thing, this is what I want to do. And sometimes it takes moving through multiple things to get there, or trying different things to get there. And what I'm feeling in this card is that you're ready to be more clear and to have more specific, defined action for your passions and your loves. Because you're very direct. You are at your core very direct. You may not know this about yourself, and it may not be your shining quality. It may not be your top quality. But there is a place within you, absolutely for sure, that is very clear, that is very direct, that knows what you want and knows how to ask for it and isn't afraid to ask for it. The pain of the past and things not working out becomes part of the gift. It becomes part of your strength. Those areas of vulnerability are your greatest asset because you learned something about yourself, because you got to know yourself. Because you learned lessons that maybe were hard to learn, but they helped you become exactly who you are now. And it can be letting go of what you did want in the past, perhaps. This person knows how to speak their mind and doesn't give a care because they know what they want. Here on this channel, masculine and feminine are energies, and we have masculine and feminine in all of us. I am Kristen, I am she, her, and all pronouns are welcome here. So when I get a card that's specific to male or female, it's just me, it's just my choice. I read it as energies because I want everyone to feel included. Just so you know. With the Chariot, again, it's this forward moving, but it's also, you have to stop fighting with yourself. Why is it that you're not giving yourself what you want? I feel like there is this ancestral, familial sort of pattern of you can't get that, or certain people get that, but our family doesn't get that, or these kinds of people are lucky, or these kinds of people have these resources, but we don't. And it could be an ingrained from childhood sort of story and patterning that you're dealing with, and it's not yours. So maybe it's just this realization it's not yours, or reminding yourself. We can't be reminded too much that we are our own person. And yes, we come from the strength of our ancestors. We have their blood. We have all of their good intentions for us, and we have their strengths. But there's no need to keep old stories from the past that go back generations, perhaps. You get to decide what you want to keep from that. And you get to be that person in your familial line that breaks the bonds of attaching to negative and self-limiting beliefs. It's not always easy to be that person. It's like, I was having a talk with a friend of mine, and we were like, yep, I was telling her, it's come down to you, because you have the strength. Because there has been enough generations of learning and wisdom and knowledge that we're all ready to let go. And when you heal, you heal 7 generations back and all the generations forward. And you're doing it. But it's about balance as well. It's about balancing, what you need at a given time with what you can handle doing. So you may feel you have all these very specific needs, or that you're trying to meet these needs for other people, but you can only do so much. And with the 3 of Pentacles, you're ready to go public. You're ready to be seen. You're ready to be heard. You're ready to create and build, and you want to create and build and collaborate with people that are in alignment with you. And you want to be in alignment with people that want to share and be in reciprocity, where everybody can give recognition to everybody else, and there is no finite resource of recognition. And somebody else getting a compliment doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It's this grace of knowing that you have this such a solid belief in your value and your worth, that you can give value and worth to others. It doesn't take away from yours. I feel like in the past, it's like everybody else is getting the recognition, or people are stealing things from you. They're stealing. And that doesn't have to be the case anymore. And with the 10 of Pentacles, you are building your legacy. It's karma. It's you being you, planting your feet on the ground, being present with yourself, and creating a legacy that you want to create for yourself. And this is more than about you. It's about your contribution to the world, into your lineage moving forward. And your lineage could be, the lineage, it's the spokes of the wheel of everything that make you. So your work, your personal life, your family, your love, your passions, your communities, your friends. Building something that stands the test of time, that people will enjoy and find meaning in long after you're here. But of course, while you're here, you want to feel an abundance, you want to feel joy, you want to feel valued. And with the Hermit, you're looking for, you've been looking for, it's like you're looking for your North Star, you're looking for your direction. You're looking for those signs and synchronicities and those things that feel right. A lot of times we're looking for these very obvious signs and synchronicities, and those are wonderful when something is obvious and it's manifesting physically. But also really lean on your body wisdom what feels right. Often we ignore those pangs in our gut, the heart beating. We ignore these things. And we think, well, I need to push forward, or maybe I'm just anxious, or maybe I'm just paranoid. You know, maybe your body is telling you what feels good to you, what feels right to you. I don't want to go into that space. That is not an aligned space for me. There is some negative stuff. There is some dark stuff there. Or you know what? When I'm around that person, I need to put my protection up. I need to be aware. I have to have my boundaries up. And that comes from the space of being present with yourself in your internal space, where you're not afraid to take the time to be on your own and to clear so that you can be clear. And it leads, of course, to the Ace of Pentacles, to something solid, to something that's young and fresh, even if this is attached to something that you've had in your life multi-generations, or it's been in your life a long time. There's a newness, there's a freshness. When you're not afraid to go in to the shadow work, to look at yourself, to really be honest with yourself. The only thing at the end of that tunnel is light, is stepping out into the light. And to claiming this, that is your birthright. I hope you enjoyed this. Please give it a thumbs up if you had any resonance with it. If you want to claim it, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it to be a part, if you would be a part of this community, if you're so called. Be well and much love.